And Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. Few words in the Bible carry such profound mystery as these about Enoch. There are no further explanations, no details, only the suggestion that Enoch was, in some way, taken to an unknown place and destiny. But what if this mystery was not only a supernatural event, but also a divine mission that crossed eras? This is the account of a journey far beyond our time, a testimony transcending the boundaries of what we know about faith, prophecy, and destiny. Enoch and the Call of the Almighty. The story begins during an era when humanity still walked close to nature and creation. Enoch was a man who lived in reverence to God. He wasn't simply someone who believed in God. He deeply knew God, understood the secrets of creation, the mysteries of the universe, and devoted himself to living according to divine commands. Enoch would often spend nights gazing at the heavens, and as he contemplated the stars, it was as though he conversed in secret with the Creator. On one of these nights, Enoch experienced a unique feeling. It was as if the world around him faded away, and an infinite peace enveloped him. He heard a voice coming from all directions, penetrating both his mind and heart. God's voice, so sweet and powerful, spoke to him. Enoch, you have been faithful, and for this, you will see what few men have ever seen. I choose you for a journey. You will not only see the future, but walk through it and witness what awaits humanity. Enoch, though filled with awe, felt a peace that overcame any uncertainty. He knew he had been called for something greater. Curiosity drove him, and his faith guided him. He prepared himself, praying and purifying his spirit, knowing he was about to embark on a journey beyond space and time. The journey through time. In one moment, Enoch was in his village, surrounded by stars. In the next, he was transported along a path no human had ever traveled. Reality dissolved around him as he was taken by an indescribable force. He saw civilizations rise and fall like waves, times of peace and eras of darkness. Finally, Enoch found himself in a world he could hardly comprehend, our time. Before him, cities with towering buildings, metal machines racing at incredible speeds, and people constantly gazing at small, glowing objects. He saw children and adults walking the streets, carrying the luminous boxes, and observed a divided humanity. While some sought truth and upheld faith, others were so lost in distractions that they seemed blind to everything around them. Enoch felt immense sadness. He knew the purpose of his journey was to understand how far humanity had come in its walk with God. He looked around, trying to decipher what lay hidden in these times. And it was then he saw, in the shadows of distant high buildings, dark figures that always seemed to lurk, as if they were there to lead people away from the path of truth. These were spirits of deception, entities that encouraged darkness, selfishness, and greed. He realized that these were the days foretold by prophecy, difficult times where faith would be tested like never before, where the spiritual battle would be fought not only in the heavens but also on the streets, in people's hearts, and especially in their minds. The prophetic visions. In a powerful vision, Enoch saw events yet to come. He saw great signs in the heavens, natural disasters causing massive destruction, and people in desperation seeking answers. He saw humanity facing global disasters, plagues, and famine, but he also saw hope amid the chaos. A small group of people who remained firm in their faith, seeking truth and preparing for God's return. He saw men and women devoted to the Bible, gathering in communities that used the same luminous boxes to spread the word. He understood that even amidst spiritual decay, there was still a flame of faith. He realized his role was to plant a message for this group, both a warning and a hope. Then, he was touched by the Spirit and began to pray fervently. Enoch asked God to awaken humanity before it was too late, and in response, God gave him a final message: the time is near. Tell them to remain alert. The truth still lives, but the challenges will be many. The final prophecy. Then, Enoch witnessed something extraordinary, a vision of the apocalypse itself. He saw angels and demons waging battle, the forces of good and evil struggling for humanity's destiny. He heard trumpets blaring and felt the terror and glory that would seize the world in the final days. Seeing all of this, Enoch grasped the urgency of the divine message. He was to be a voice for future generations, a warning to those willing to listen. It was then that Enoch, spiritually, left his testimony, a prophecy that was recorded and, in some mysterious way, preserved for us today. We find it in what we call the Book of Enoch, containing warnings he left for our time. In modern days, this message continues to echo, increasingly urgent, increasingly true. Enoch's return. After completing his mission, Enoch returned to his own time, but he had been transformed by the experience. He carried within himself the secrets of the final times, knowing his journey had brought him closer to an eternal destiny. He spent his last days in profound prayer, knowing that his faith was now also a sign for future generations. Then came the day when Enoch was finally taken by God. His body disappeared, but his spirit joined eternity with indescribable peace. Enoch had fulfilled his mission, and his journey now is part of ours, a call to keep the flame of faith alive. A call to faith. Enoch saw the signs, and today they are starting to manifest. This is the time for us to prepare ourselves and strengthen our faith. If you feel touched by this message and want to discover more about prophecy, about the scriptures, and what they reveal about our future, subscribe to Biblical Tales and Prayers. Here, we explore the deepest mysteries of the Bible, unveiling how these truths connect us to an eternal purpose. Join us in this journey because together, we can strengthen our faith and prepare our hearts for what is yet to come. Subscribe now and discover the divine mysteries that transcend time to speak directly to you.